A new study suggests that one gender far more stressed out than the other gender. Research from Fidelity Investments show that roughly 9 in 10 women report feeling financially stressed across income levels. Add to this, high stress was noted in and around 8 of 10 women out without emergency savings, roughly about 3/4 who only financially plan days ahead. Let's find out more about this and ways we can lower this stress with April Reed Cruz. She's the co-CEO of financial advisor of Reed Financial Group out of Snellville. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
All right. When you hear that 9 out of 10 women feel financially stressed, what stands out most to you about that?
It doesn't surprise me. It's a little bit disappointing because we have come so far and women control more wealth today than they ever have before. In fact, women are expected to control more wealth than men by 2030. So what it tells me is we still have a long way to go in confidence and education because women are controlling more and more wealth, and that's going to continue to be the case. But we're not seeing that confidence. We're seeing a lag in confidence and often a lag in education as well.
Wow. Do you think money stress for women is different compared to men? And if so, how is that the case?
Absolutely. You know, it's a social norm and has been for quite some time that a lot of times what we're seeing is men control the finances of the household. They're the financial decision makers. And so for those who are married, that's just not been their role. The divide and conquer can kind of backfire a bit on this one. And what we see also is gender pay gap. Women still who are working full time are at 83% of the salary of men who are full time. We see caregiving roles, both as a mother, so through motherhood, whether that is a reduction of the capacity of your work to part-time work, gaps in the workforce, or also now what we're seeing a lot of too is women also become caregivers for their parents. So they're kind of getting it on both ends and causing these gaps in the financial aspect as well, as far as earnings power, and that being really the primary focus. So our encouragement is that women should really become involved as early as possible, even if it's not their primary role in the household.
What are some of the warning signs you see amongst your clients that they are getting too stressed over this thing?
A lot of times people, when they're stressed into inaction. And that can be one of the worst things that we can do. It can seem like such a daunting task to try to cross off some of these lists, saving 10 to 15%, establishing an adequate emergency reserve, that sometimes that laundry list of things to do, so to speak, just seems too daunting. And so we don't start. That's probably the biggest warning sign that I see, or people who will say things to me like, this is something that I'm not comfortable with. I don't understand it and I don't know where to turn. So when you feel that way, the recommendation is start small, find a mentor or maybe even a financial service professional to really help hold you accountable and help you through that education and action item process.
Yeah, life itself seems to be stressful. How much would you say the financial stress is rooted in these everyday things, prices going up, gas, groceries, all these things, everyday expenses? How much is rooted in that?
A lot of it is. You know, over the last 5 years, we've seen numbers soar as far as inflation goes. We've had, the cost of living across the board is just astronomical for a lot of people, especially those who we work with who often are on a fixed income, who are retired or preparing to be on a fixed income. Home prices have continued to increase, and with that, property tax increases. We've seen homeowners insurance increases. So across the board, significant increases that are stress for people. We encourage you to really take a look at where you might be able to cut back on subscriptions, negotiate some of those rates, look at some competitors. It can really, some of those small action steps can really help alleviate some of that stress.
All right, April, we got 20 seconds left. Tell me what gives you hope when you look at how women are handling money today.
I am so encouraged at how women are really taking the reins with education and hungry for more education. It's a passion that I love. A lot of women are forced into it with widowhood or divorce. And I'm starting to see a shift in that the interest is coming sooner, which is fantastic.
All right, April Reed Cruz, really appreciate you joining us today. Thanks for your insight.
Thank you so much.
All right, not a problem.